from Örebro, Sweden, around 1900. He changed it to John's son. My mother's mother, Anna Louisa Borg, was, she came to America from Stockholm around that time. Both of my grandparents had 5th or 6th grade education. All her life, my grandmother honored, admired, and revered people who had a good education. Grandmother Anna worked as a housemaid for Mrs. J.A. Oppenheimer in youth until she was close to 30 and was married my grandfather. Grandfather John Son worked for Louis S. Holmes as a shipping clerk in youth for years. Both were very frugal, and they saved enough money to buy a house, about an 80-acre farm, 3 miles east of Whitehall. They had good work ethics, and they got the best from every acre, the best result. After my grandfather died in a car accident in 1951, the farm helped support my widowed grandmother and helped support my crippled mother. My mother, Osgood Son Baxter, was born in 1910. Horrible things happened to my mother, and she had few resources. I am, for the first time, telling her story and what she did. Mother learned to read at an early age. She was quiet and very studious. The teachers were happy, the parents were happy, she was happy. Then when she was 10 years old, she entered a statewide academic essay contest. The prize was a Shetland pony. She did not win, but my grandparents bought her a different Shetland pony because she had worked so hard to win the contest. Mother named the pony Teddy and rode him to school. However, Teddy was mean-spirited, and he would walk so close to the barbed wire fences that she had to raise her legs so they wouldn't be scratched or torn. One day, Mother saddled Teddy to take a ride. Somehow, her foot got caught in the stirrup and she fell. The pony dragged her through the field. She could have died from blood loss, but her parents heard her cries and rescued her. To the end of her life, my mother had a huge scar in the back of her head from the accident. 3 or 4 years later, she had her first attack of rheumatoid arthritis. And I'll tell you what it was like in those years, because there wasn't the medical help or the technology we have now. My grandparents couldn't make my mother do any farm work as long as she was conscientious about her schoolwork. She finished her senior year in high school as valedictorian. And here's a picture of her in the yearbook. It says, quiet in class, but powerful in grades. Now, I'm going to put her report card, one of her report cards. It was almost always straight A's. I think it was fabulous. Osgood Son planned to continue her education in Arizona in some field of mathematics. In Arizona, she had more attacks of arthritis. She married my father in around 1932 in the depths of the Depression. She had to come home to Whitehall. I was born and delivered by my grandmother in 1933 in the farmhouse 3 miles east of Whitehall. Whitehall was my home until I finished nurse's training in 1954. Mother's arthritis became so severe that in my lifetime, I don't remember her being able to get out of bed. In fact, I don't remember her being able to turn over in bed. My father left when I was a baby. My grandparents raised me, and they took care of my mother. Grandmother did almost all the caregiving for my mother. It was unbelievable that my mother never got bed sores. Any nurse will tell you how much work it is to prevent bed sores in somebody who can't move. And my mother couldn't even turn over in bed. She must have forced herself to move some in bed, and this could have helped prevent bed sores too. As a first-generation American, my mother was not taught the Swedish language. My grandparents wanted her to be American. However, when I came along, they were more relaxed about it. At 4 years or 5 years old, I was trotted out to memorize Swedish prayers. Now, I'm going to tell you one. It's just a 4-line one, and I want to see if anyone can translate. This is what I recited to long-suffering Swedish visitors. Gudsam haver varning chair. That's God that has the little child. The second line is, seek till need some Ethan's egg. Can anyone translate that? Seek to me little Leah. Seek to me little Leah. And then the next two lines, I don't know what they mean. Bunch of Vika elements. There you need in Dina Henry. There you need in your hand. And she also I was trotted out to delight our Swedish visitors with little songs that my grandmother taught me. I'm going to sing you a 4-line song. I'm going to see if you can translate it. It's a tearjerker. My grandmother would reduce stress by singing tear-jerking songs. She had a beautiful voice. And I said to her, why do you persist in doing this if it makes you cry? Now I sing Swedish tear-jerking songs and the English one. And it relieves stress. But I'm going to, the words to this song is, oh, Hjalmar, Hjalmar, you looked for me. Would jag där död, ja, det ser ju dit. Du var den vännen som Gud gav. Last line, nu ligger du i det tysta grav. Oh, Hjalmar, Hjalmar, oh, Elmer, Elmer, you looked for me. Can anyone translate that? You went for me. Would jag där död, if I was dead, ja, would tell you, I would follow you. Du var den vännen, you were the husband, som Gud gav, that God gave. Nu ligger du i det tysta grav.